You've been screwed over. After grinding for months on Blum, staying loyal, doing everything right. Boom. You wake up to see ineligible for the airdrop? Thousands of you got flagged for no reason, and Blum isn't saying a word. But guess what? We're fighting back. Stick around, I'll show you exactly how to get Blum to fix this mess. People who followed every rule, farmed diligently, and never violated any terms were suddenly marked as ineligible, with Blum's system falsely flagging them as bot accounts. The worst part? Appeals have gone unanswered, and the snapshot is already finalized. This isn't just a minor error, it's a massive oversight that's costing real users their rightful rewards. But there's still a way to fight back. In this video, we'll break down exactly what went wrong, why Blum needs to fix this, and most importantly, how you can help force them to take action. The Blum airdrop was intended to reward loyal users who actively participated in the platform's ecosystem. However, the execution of the eligibility snapshot has resulted in widespread frustration and confusion. Reports indicate that a substantial portion of long-term participants, many with months of consistent activity, were unexpectedly marked as ineligible. The primary reason cited by Blum's system was that these accounts were flagged as bot, meaning they were suspected of being acquired rather than organically grown by real users. The problem extends far beyond a few isolated cases. Across social media platforms, particularly Twitter and crypto-focused forums, numerous users have voiced their frustration after discovering they were excluded from the airdrop despite following all of Blum's guidelines. Many of these users had been diligently engaging with Blum's mini-apps, completing daily tasks, and even referring friends to the platform, activities that should have qualified them for rewards. Some had been active for nearly a year, accumulating points and anticipating the airdrop, only to be abruptly disqualified without warning. Compounding the issue is the apparent inefficiency of Blum's appeal process. Users who recognized the error immediately submitted appeals, providing evidence of their legitimate activity. However, the snapshot was finalized before these appeals were reviewed or resolved, effectively locking out affected participants from receiving any rewards. This has led to growing skepticism about the fairness of Blum's distribution model, particularly since the platform has yet to provide a transparent explanation for why so many legitimate accounts were flagged. The lack of communication from Blum's team has only intensified user dissatisfaction. While automated systems are often implemented to prevent fraud, such as Sybil attacks or bot farming, the high rate of false positives in this case suggests a flaw in Blum's detection mechanisms. Without clear criteria for how accounts are evaluated or a timely resolution process, users are left questioning whether the airdrop was truly designed to reward genuine participants or if the system was structured in a way that inadvertently penalized them. This situation raises broader concerns about accountability in crypto airdrops. When projects fail to properly vet their eligibility systems or address user concerns promptly, it undermines trust in the platform. For Blum, the controversy threatens to damage its reputation, especially if long-term supporters feel that their contributions have been disregarded. Moving forward, the only way to restore confidence is for Blum to acknowledge the issue, provide clarity on why these errors occurred, and take corrective action. Whether that means revisiting the snapshot, manually reviewing disqualified accounts, or compensating affected users. The outcry from the community demonstrates that this is not just a minor technical glitch but a significant oversight that has real consequences for users who invested time and effort into the platform. If Blum intends to maintain its user base and credibility, it must address these concerns transparently and fairly. Otherwise, the fallout from this airdrop could have lasting repercussions on its future initiatives. The fundamental breakdown in Blum's airdrop distribution stems from critical flaws in its automated eligibility verification system. While the platform's intention to prevent fraudulent activity, particularly Sybil attacks where malicious actors create multiple fake accounts, was justified, the implementation appears to have been poorly designed and hastily executed. This has resulted in systemic failures that unfairly penalized legitimate participants while damaging user trust in the platform. The most glaring failure was the system's inability to accurately distinguish between genuine users and suspicious accounts. Numerous cases have emerged where long-term, active participants were incorrectly flagged as bot or inauthentic. This suggests one or more of the following issues. Overly aggressive detection algorithms. The system may have relied too heavily on certain behavioral patterns, such as login frequency, referral patterns, or transaction history, without accounting for legitimate variations in user activity. Insufficient data validation. If Blum's system used incomplete or poorly weighted metrics to assess account legitimacy, it would naturally generate false positives. For example, users who accessed the platform from multiple devices or locations, a common practice, might have been mistakenly flagged. Lack of human oversight. Automated systems are prone to errors, which is why most reputable projects implement manual review processes for disputed cases. Blum's failure to properly audit flagged accounts before finalizing the snapshot exacerbated the problem. A well-designed airdrop system should provide clear, publicly available criteria for eligibility. Blum's lack of transparency in this regard has been a major point of contention. Users were never given specific rules for flagging. What exact behaviors or patterns triggered the bot account classification? Without this information, participants had no way to ensure compliance. Appeal guidelines. While an appeal form existed, the process lacked clarity. Were users expected to provide transaction histories, device logs, or other proofs of legitimacy? Many submitted appeals but received no feedback before the snapshot closed. Real-time status updates. Users reported being unable to verify their eligibility status until after the snapshot was finalized, leaving no opportunity to correct potential errors. A robust airdrop mechanism should anticipate errors and include safeguards to rectify them. Blum's system failed in 3 key ways. Premature snapshot finalization. Despite being aware of widespread complaints, Blum proceeded to lock in the eligibility list before resolving appeals. This suggests either negligence in planning or an unwillingness to invest additional resources in verification. No grace period for corrections. Most fair airdrops allow a window for users to contest disqualifications before distributions begin. Blum provided no such opportunity. Silence from the team. The absence of proactive communication from Blum's developers, whether acknowledging the issue or outlining solutions, further eroded confidence in the project's governance. This is not merely a technical failure but a breach of the social contract between Blum and its community. Crypto projects rely heavily on user trust, particularly in decentralized ecosystems where participants contribute time and resources with the expectation of fair rewards. By allowing a flawed system to determine eligibility without recourse, Blum has signaled that user participation is not valued. Those who spent months engaging with the platform now feel their efforts were disregarded. The project prioritizes speed over fairness. Rushing the snapshot without proper verification suggests that Blum was more concerned with meeting deadlines than ensuring equitable distribution. Accountability is lacking. Without a clear postmortem or commitment to rectify mistakes, users are left questioning whether Blum is truly decentralized or merely paying lip service to community-driven principles. For Blum to regain credibility, it must take concrete steps. Publicly acknowledge the flaws. A transparent postmortem explaining why the system failed and how many users were affected. Reopen appeals with clear criteria. Allow disqualified users to submit verified proof of legitimacy with human review. Compensate wrongly excluded users. Whether through a secondary airdrop or another form of restitution, Blum must make amends to rebuild trust. Overhaul future distribution mechanisms. Implement more nuanced verification, manual audits for edge cases, and real-time eligibility checks before snapshots close. The Blum airdrop controversy serves as a cautionary tale for crypto projects. Automated systems are only as reliable as their design and oversight. Without proper safeguards, even well-intentioned mechanisms can alienate the very communities they were meant to reward. If enough people speak up, Blum will have no choice but to address the issue. Here's exactly what you can do to help. Mass tag Blum on social media. Blum's team is most active on X, Twitter. If hundreds of users tag them in posts explaining the problem, they'll be forced to respond. A template you can use. At Blum Crypto, your airdrop snapshot falsely flagged many legitimate users as ineligible. We demand a recheck or a new snapshot. #FixBlumAirdrop. Flood their support channels. If you were affected, submit a support ticket or message Blum's team on Discord, Telegram. The more reports they receive, the harder it becomes to ignore. Make noise across crypto communities. Share this issue on Reddit, like r, cryptocurrency, crypto forums, and other social platforms. The more visibility this gets, the more pressure Blum will face to act. Airdrops are supposed to reward loyal users, not punish them for false positives. Blum still has a chance to make this right, but only if the community keeps pushing. If you found this video helpful, like and share it to spread awareness. The more people who see this, the stronger our collective voice becomes. Let's get Blum to fix this, once and for all.